kids? Hey, what up, kids? Does anybody ever ask you to do something and you're not sure if you're ready for it or not? I mean, it's kind of like that game that like kids like to play, you know, hide and go seek, and you're like, ready or not, here I come. Like a lot of times in life, parents, teachers, other people ask us to do something, and you're like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that or not. Well, today, our Bible story is about a whole bunch of different people that were all kind of in that situation of like, am I ready for this or not? So our story is about Jesus, because he's awesome. And it's right at the very beginning when he starts what we call his public ministry, when he starts going around and teaching and preaching and doing miracles and healing people. So at this point, he hadn't really done any or much of that, so nobody really knows who he is yet. And he leaves his hometown. He goes to live on a house on a lake, which sounds awesome. And he's walking around this lake, and he sees these two guys that he had seen a little bit earlier, and he'd been teaching, and they'd be like, oh, we're going to go follow that guy. And Jesus goes out to the edge of the lake, and he's like, hey! Hey! And they're like, hey, that's Jesus guy. And Jesus says, hey, come follow me, and I'm going to make you fishers of men. Huh? Fishers of, huh? Now, these guys weren't fishing like fishing pole, put a worm on. No, they had big nets they put in the water, drag the boat along, and they pull the nets up and catch a whole bunch of fish at the same time, right? So this is their job. They were just old enough to leave school and start a job, which is about middle school age for them back then. And they were just starting this out, and Jesus is like, quit your job, leave everything you know, come follow me, and we're gonna fish for men. What does that even mean? I don't know! So how do you think they felt in the boat? What do you think they're gonna do? Are they gonna quit their job? I don't know. They're probably asking themselves this question, am I ready for this? Because they knew this meant they're going to go be a disciple of this guy. He's a teacher. We're going to travel around. We're going to go with him. Am I ready for this or not? Tough choice. You know what they did? Took their nets and they went, bye! Took their boat, go to shore. Jesus, we're in. Let's go! And then as they're leaving, they see two brothers that were also in the same situation. They're getting their nets ready to go fishing because they're slackers and they were late. And Jesus says, yo, leave your nets, follow me. And they're like, cool. They leave their nets and they go follow. Jesus, this is crazy that they would just leave everything and go and follow Jesus. They ask themselves this question, am I ready or not? And at the same time, Jesus kind of is asking himself that same question too. Right? He didn't start going around preaching and teaching and doing miracles when he was 5 years old. No, he had to wait for the right time, the right moment. But you know what? Sometimes, I think if we're honest, we use that as an excuse to not do things. We think, oh, I'm not ready. 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 And the more we say that, the more, guess what? You'll never do anything. Sometimes we have to just be bold and take a step and do something even if we're not sure we're ready yet. All of the people in this story, maybe they're asking themselves this question of, am I ready? But I think a better question to ask ourselves than, am I ready? Because the more we ask that question, the more we're going to say no, and the more we're just going to never do anything. The right question is God asking me to do this? And if the answer is yes, then you're ready. Awesome, you're ready. Because our big idea today is that God makes us ready at the right time. So when you get that little thought in your head, that little nudge it's called the Holy Spirit or your conscious, whatever, it's the Holy Spirit telling you, hey, go do this thing. Go be nice to that kid. Go say something encouraging to this person. Go clean your room. Ah! Whatever it is, if God's asking you to do it, you're ready. Because God will make you ready at the right time. Jesus was ready at the right time. These people that eventually became Jesus' disciples, guess what? They were ready because God said, go do this. And they were obedient. Makes me wonder if there's any other boats. And Jesus said, hey, come follow me. And they're like, we're not ready. And now we don't know who they are. That stinks for them. Anyways, kids, remember, our big idea today, God makes us ready at the right time. Go talk about it some more with some other people.